This is all about polynomial. Now about equation. Do you know what equation mean? Equation means two statements when connected with equal sign. That is called equation. Let us assume there are two polynomials. Simply assume two quadratic polynomials. a1x square plus b1x plus c1 is equals to a2x square plus b2x plus c2. There are two quadratic polynomials. So quadratic polynomial connected with equation. This is known as equation. Understood? But for our we have a motive to make anything in an easy way. Understood? Can we write everything in one terms in LHS? Then that become a1x square plus b1x plus c1 minus a2x square minus b2x plus c2 is equals to 0. Everything comes minus a2 and it becomes 0. Now a1x square a2x square, a1 minus a2x square, b1 minus b2x and c1 minus c2 is equals to 0. a1 minus a2, let us assume that it is any constant term, then ax square plus b1 minus b2 bx plus cr minus a2 c is equals to 0. This is the actual form of equation, form of quadratic equation. Understood? Any problem there? Means ax square plus bx plus c equals 0 is nothing but the equation, form of equation, but is derived from the statement, two statement connected with equal sign. So if we talk about equation, we have to talk about two equation in details and one equation on the basis of our examination perspective, which is this linear equation and quadratic equation. What is the form of linear equation? Since linear equation ax plus b, then we can say that ax plus b is equals to 0. Any problem here? And in quadratic, ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. Any problem? If you have any problem, then now we generally represent this equation in the form of function that I have already taught. What is the function? F of x. F of x means what? Function of x. This is nothing but a polynomial. Sorry, this is nothing but an equation. F of x means ax square plus bx plus c. This is the form of what? Equation. Function is nothing but a equation, or we can say that polynomial. Understood? For this we represent a polynomial. F of x, p of x, g of x, any number we can use that f of. Understood? Now if I say f of x or p of x is equals to x minus 2, then if I put p of 4, then 4 minus 2 is equals to what? 2. Then we say that the value of this polynomial at 4 is equals to 2. Understood? This is very easy statement. And if we put 2 here, we get 0. So then we can say that the value of equation of at 2 is equals to 0. And which value of x that gives the result 0 is known as 0 of the polynomial. Is known as the 0 of polynomial. So 2 is known as 0 of polynomial. Any problem here? But in the case of polynomial. But if you talk about equation, then if you talk about x minus 2 is equals to 0, then in this case, what is 2 called here? Simply understand. If I put 2 here, it becomes 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. 0 is equals to 0. Understood? So we can say that any value in equation, any value of x when put and give the result LHS is equals to RHS, that is known as root of the equation. क्या? Root of the equation. Understood? That is known as solution of the equation or root of the equation. Any value when put, give the LHS is equals to RHS or satisfy LHS is equals to RHS. Here to satisfy LHS equals to RHS. Otherwise these are not root of the equation. Understood? Now we have two equations and we have to find the root of these two equations. And after that we have to find the relationship between coefficient and root. This is the chapter of all about, means quadratic equation. Write it down. Now the question is solution of the equation. How can we find the solution of the equation? And there are two equations, linear equation and quadratic equation. The first about linear equation. Very simple. Linear equation has very simple solution. Let us assume ax plus b is equals to 0. This is linear equation. And we have to find the value of x that satisfies the result. Then ax is equals to minus b and x is equals to minus b by a. So minus b by a is the solution. With example, let us suppose 3x plus 2 is equals to 0. We have to find the solution. What is the solution? 3x is equals to minus 2, x is equals to minus 2 by 3. If you put minus 2 here in this equation, you see this satisfy LHS equal RHS. Put LHS. What is LHS? 3 multiply x the value of x minus 2 multiply 3 or plus 2. 3 cancel. Minus 2 plus 2. What is the value of LHS? 0. And what is the value of RHS? 0. Is satisfy LHS is equals to RHS? Satisfy or not? So we can say that this is the solution. How we can get the solution? The answer is x is equals to minus b by a. Very simple. In which linear equation? But what about quadratic equation? We will solve some question and after that we will understand how to solve quadratic equation solution. Quadratic equation. The form of quadratic equation: ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0. The first method is factorization method. First method, there are two methods to solve the question. Factorization method and the second middle term split method. If this can be split in factors, is a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, if this satisfies in the identity that we have already known from our previous classes, a plus b whole cube, then it is very easy to set up a factorization method. But if it is not satisfied with factorization method, then we have to use middle term split. How? We can explain it with an example. Let me see a question. 3x square minus 2x plus 1. 3x square minus 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. We have to find a solution of this equation. And we have to use middle term split here. Factorization method is very easy. If this linear equation is influenced by any or is satisfied with any factors, any identity, the a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole cube, a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a cube minus b cube, a square minus b square, then we will easily put the value of factorization. But middle term split has some different method. What is the method? We have to multiply constant term with first term. Then it gives 1 multiply 3. What is the result? 3. Understood? Now we have split middle term in two terms. We have to split middle terms in two terms, so that the sum is equal to minus 2x, but multiply should be in the should be equal to 3. So for this we factorize, generally factorize. So 3 has no factor, I think 3 1. Can we write it as minus 3x or plus x? If we write it as minus 3x plus x, it becomes minus 2x. So you have to focus on minus plus side also. If anyone write 3x minus x, then what is the result? 2x. But her answer is minus 2x. So we have to focus, we have to very sensible at that point. We should write minus 3x plus x. Now the answer is 2x. And minus 3 multiply what? The answer is minus 3. But here the value is what? 1. Sorry, value is 3, not minus. 3 minus 1. If I say 3 minus 1, that it gives the result 2. But here there is minus 2. Understood? So it make a very big problem. Any problem? So 3 minus 1. But here there is a difficulty in the question. Wait 1 minute. Now look, we have to multiply this part with this part. Constant with first term. This gives answer minus 3. If we multiply, it gives minus 3. And in middle part, it is minus 2. So we have to focus when splitting. When we split these two terms, then the sum should be minus 2x. The sum should be middle part. Sum should be middle part. But product should be minus 3. So we choose 3. If we factorize it 3 1. So we split minus 3x plus x. Now see the sum minus 3x plus x. It gives minus 2x. And minus 3 multiply 1. It gives minus 3. Now that is okay. Understood? Now 3x square and minus 1. Any problem here? So now this is very easy to take common. 3x, when we take common, it becomes x minus 1, and when we take common 1, it becomes x minus 1. So there are wrong question. There are minus 1. So you have to keep in mind that if anything goes wrong, then the whole question will be wrong. Then x minus 1 common, x minus 1, 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. And if the two are 0, then we can say that x minus 1 is equal to 0, two condition, and 3x plus 1 is equal to 0. X minus 1 0, x is equal to 1, and 3x plus 1 is equal to 0, then 3x is equal to minus 1, x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Then we can say that there are two roots of the equation. First alpha 1 and second beta minus 1 by 3. This is known as which method? Middle term split method. Sometimes in some book it is also known as factorization method. Sometimes it is written in some book that factorization method and middle term split method are not different. They are same. Okay, I study like that. Factorization method when it comes directly under any formula identity. When it does not directly come under formula, then we have to split middle term. Any problem here? And now we will discuss about a formula quadratic equation. Formula of quadratic equation. You have to please write this. Now the third one is quadratic formula. Sometimes it is known as Hindu method or 𝐮𝐩𝐝𝐴𝐴 method. Okay, quadratic formula, Hindu method, 𝐮𝐩𝐝𝐴𝐴 method. In this formula, we have to understand there is a formula that here A, B, C. What is A? A means coefficient of coefficient of x square. Understood? Coefficient it means simply Sati. Okay. What is B? Coefficient of x. C, that is constant term. Understood here? Now b square minus 4ac, it is known as discriminant. Let me see spelling. Discriminant. Okay. This b square minus 4ac play a very important role. Why? First of all, there are two roots of the equation. So how we can find the root? By a formula minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by 2. Understood? So our first zero is minus b square minus 4ac by 2a, and our second zero is minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Let me clear it with example, by the same example. This b square minus 4ac discriminant. By the use of this discriminant b square minus 4ac, we can find the zeros of, means we can find the roots of the equation. The formula is minus b plus minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. Here there are two roots. Alpha is equals to minus b square minus 4ac by 2a. Beta is minus b plus b square minus 4ac by 2a. I will explain it with example. Here, what is the value of a? What is the value of a? 3. What is the value of b? Minus 2. What is the value of c? Minus 1. Now b square minus 4ac. b square means minus 2a square minus 4 multiply a, 3 multiply minus 1. Minus 2a square 4, minus plus or 12, it becomes 16. Understood? Now there are two zeros. Alpha, what is the value of alpha? Minus b square minus 4ac, and root over b square minus 4ac. And root over b square minus 4ac, we can write minus b, means minus 2. Minus b means minus 2. B is already minus 2, but we have to apply minus b. So minus 2 minus root over 16, because here there is formula minus b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac is 16, root over 16 by 2a, 2 multiply a, 3. So this become plus 2 minus 4, plus 2 minus 4 by 6, that become minus 2 by 6 minus 1 by 3. Is this root? Yeah. On the basis of factorization, minus 1 by 3. And the second one is minus b plus b square minus plus root over 16 by 2a, 2 multiply 3, then 2 plus 4 by 6, 8 by 6, 4 by 3, 4 by 3, 4 by 3. Is it the answer? No. 4 to 6 by 6, 1. Is the answer? This is the method. This is known as quadratic formula. Sometimes it is known as Hindu method also. Understood? Sridharacharya formula. This is the third method from which we can solve the quadratic equation. So quadratic equation has 3 methods. Understood? After writing this, we will explain the importance of b square minus 4ac, and that in this chapter. Now discriminant b square minus 4ac. Give three important results. First, b square minus 4ac may be smaller than 0. May be smaller than 0. The value of this may be smaller than 0. The value of b square minus 4ac, we can write it as d, so that it seems d. So d may be smaller than 0. D may be equals to 0 or D may be greater than 0. So since we have to find root over D in equation, so if it is under root, means root and negative root. What this means? Negative root. And negative root is not applied in real part, it applied in complex part that I have studied in complex part. Then it become, what it become? Root over D become here. Suppose the value of answer is D, so D iota. It become D iota after excluding minus part. Understood? I will give example of each and every one. Now if D is equals to 0, then the root over D is equals to 0. Then we find equal root. We find equal root. Equal root means two roots are same. I will give each and every example of each and everything. And if D is greater than 0, it means root over D is also greater than 0. Then we find two distinct roots. Example, first example I give, what is the question? X square 3x square minus 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. Here alpha is equals to 1 by 3 minus 1 by 3 1 by 3 and beta is equals to 1. We find two distinct roots because here the value of D is equals to, what is the value? 16 and D 16 is always greater than 0, means it comes under the category of greater than. Now a second question, x square minus 4x plus 4. X square minus 4x plus 4 is equals to 0. The second question of equal. A is equals to 1, B is equals to minus 4, C is equals to 4. Then B square minus 4AC is equals to what? Minus 4 whole square minus 4 multiply 1 multiply 4. It becomes 16 minus 16. What is the value? 0. Now alpha is equals to formula minus B minus root over B square minus 4AC by 2. And beta is equals to, I can write it again. Alpha is equals to minus B minus B square minus 4AC by 2a. What it give? Minus B means minus 4 plus, minus 0 by 2a means 2 times 1. Understood? Then it gives the result plus 4 by 2. What is the result? 2. And beta is equals to minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a minus b. What is the value of minus b? Minus 4 plus 0 by 2 multiply 1. 4 by 2, it also gives the value 2. Both are equal. So if discriminant is 0, then we can say that there are two equal roots. We find two equal roots, 2 and 2. If discriminant is greater than 0, we find two distinct roots, 1 by minus 1 by 3 and 1. And if discriminant is negative, we find the value in complex number. We do not find the value in real number. They both are real. So what is the conclusion here? Conclusion here, real and equal root. Real and equal root if discriminant is equal to 0. Here real and unequal root, and here not real root, no real root, yeah, we can say that complex root, no real root, or we can say that complex root or imaginary root. Understood? I will give an example of this also. One. Three x square plus 4x plus 2 plus 4x plus 2 is equal to 0. This is example. Now 3a, the value of a 3, value of b 4, value of c 2, b square minus 4ac. What is the value? b square, 4 square minus 4 multiply 3 multiply 2, 16 minus 4 3 is 24. What is the value? Minus 6. Sorry. So that's 8 minus 8. Now d is equals to minus 8 and d become smaller than 0. First write it down and then I will explain because there is less space there. Now look here. The value of d is minus 8. Value of d is minus 8. What is the value of alpha? Minus b minus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a. The alpha is equals to minus b. What is the value? Minus 4. Here there is 4, so we use minus 4. Minus root over minus 8. Understood? By 2a. 2 multiply 3, 6. Any problem? Minus 4. But is it possible? Root over minus 8 is possible in real number? No. It is possible in complex number. So we can write it as minus root over 8 iota. Can we write it as root over 8 iota? And what is the value of root over 8? Root over 8 is equals to, we can 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. So we have to find 2 root 2 iota. We can also write, we can also leave root over 8, no problem. So, and by 6 is equals to minus 4 minus 2 root 2 iota by 6 is our alpha. This belongs to a complex root, not a real root. Now what beta? Minus b plus root over b square minus 4ac by 2a, then minus b minus 4 plus root over 8, root over minus 8 by 6. So minus 4 plus root over 8 iota by 6. It can be the answer, or we can write it minus 4 plus 2 root 2 iota by 6. Understood? Or any problem? We can also write a minus 4 by 6 minus 2 root 2 by 6 iota. We can separate it, or we can separate here minus 4 by 6 plus 2 root 2 6 iota. You can also write this. But overall our story is to, means our main perspective is to understand this is not a real root, this is a complex root. So there are, by seeing only the discriminant, we identify whether it is real root, whether it is real and equal, or is it complex root, and it is directly given in the question that you have to find the, you have an equation and the answer is given that it has real root, equal root, non-real root. So you have to check the discriminant of that. Understood? The whole chapter quadratic question complete.